creator and founder of Silky Saks, and today I'm here with the second video in our Boss Up series, how to launch a website. So if this is your first time joining me over here at Silky Saks, I want to say welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much. Welcome to you too. I have a hair business called Silky Saks where I have been selling hair products, and one of the things that is special is my invention that I created, the actual Silky Sack. We actually made 3 years of business this month. Hey! So I started this series to help share my knowledge with you. So if you're watching this video, you probably have a business, are starting a business, are thinking about it. Wherever you're at, I hope that this will be helpful to you. Now, on my first video, I had asked for people to put their questions and ideas in the comments, and thanks to Miss Karosi G, who is one of my Silky Chicks, that's what I call my subs, she asked if we could talk about how to launch a website. And I thought, yes, I definitely want to talk about how to launch a website. Thank you so much, Karosi, for asking me to do that. Now, launching a website and building a website are two different things. So today I'm going to talk about launching a website, and if you want, you can let me know in the comments below. I will tell you how to build a website. To me, building is taking and buying your domain name, putting everything together and actually putting together the pieces to actually make the website. Launching a website is what you do to actually present your business, your company, your product to the world. And this one, you guys, I was so glad that she asked about launching, because I'll be honest, 3 years ago when I launched Silky Saks Online, I really didn't have a really good launch or business plan. I really thought more about what I was going to do actually in person. I had a party and I sold things there, but I really didn't put too much thought into how I was going to actually launch the website and what steps it really takes. And so guess what? I'm gonna keep it 100. When we launched the crickets. I didn't have very many online sales. So I don't want you to have those same mistakes. So I'm going to show you and tell you the things that I did wrong and what I would do different to go ahead and launch the website. And if you don't believe me, I actually do on my blog channel, Ecouia TV. I will put the link also down in the description box below of me when I actually went live and launched my website 3 years ago. So without further ado, because you know I love to talk, I will go on a complete tangent. Let's get into how to launch a website. So first of all, you want to give yourself 30 to 90 days. Yes, 1 to 3 months before you launch your website. Now I know what you're thinking, Ecouia, why? I'm excited, I've built up my products, I'm ready to let it go, but unless you already have a super engaged audience, which I'm assuming if you're watching this, a lot of you guys are beginners, you may not. And so you want to give yourself the time from 1 to 3 months to really build that. That's the one thing that I did not do. So that's why when I launched online, I kind of launched the crickets, because I didn't really take the time to really set up and build up an online audience. So I definitely would take that time within the 30 to 90 days to really start engaging and building an audience online, because e-commerce is the way of the future. Think about where we're at right now. So many brick and mortars are closing. So it's really important that you put a lot of thought into your e-commerce business, into your website, and how you're going to launch it, and really focus on building that audience there. I definitely think it's the wave of the future. So let's get into what the steps should be that you should be taking in this 30 to 90 days. So the first thing that you want to do is give visitors a way to sign up for your email. I cannot stress this enough how important it is for you to be collecting emails. Now I know what people are going to say, you don't need to collect emails, people don't be looking at their emails, you can just DM people or do stuff online. But the reality is we don't own any of these social media platforms. We don't own YouTube, we don't own Facebook, we don't own Instagram, Twitter, and all the other ones. And on top of that, how many of them have we seen go? Psh, gone, no more. So if your audience, for instance, was on Vine and you didn't take the time to build something, then you're gonna have to go to another platform and build it all over again. So with an email address, those are yours. You own those emails. They are yours to do what you wish, and they're a great way to start cultivating a relationship with your customer. Here at Silky Saks, I send emails for every YouTube video we drop, every sale we're having, every holiday we're having, every time we're featured on something. It's a great way to nurture your relationship and continue the conversation with your customers outside of social media. And once you have those emails, you can take them wherever you go. So God forbid if YouTube ever closes down, I'm just gonna let my email list know, hey, we're gonna be on Instagram more now, or we're gonna be on Facebook more now. So you definitely want to have email addresses. So how do you go about collecting those email addresses? One, the website that you build, if it has a pop-up, you definitely want to have that feature on there. Maybe you can give some type of discount code for people signing up for your email address. You can also do a landing page or a one page. I know you can do those through Wix. I know you can do them through MailChimp, Aweber, and there's probably a ton of other things out there. But you definitely want to take the time to either make the landing page or the one page. And in exchange for that email address, you need to give them something. Maybe it's some tips or some guidelines about how to use your product or the industry that you're in. Maybe you give them a total guide. So if you're selling jewelry, maybe you show them how they can rock the jewelry or what trends are coming up. But you want to give them something in exchange for giving you their email address. And then once you get that email, you want to collect them and you want to start nurturing your relationship. You can start dropping pictures of your products, showing them the behind the scenes, all those type of things. But you want to definitely be nurturing the relationship. And guess what? When the website actually launches, you can go ahead and send them it. You can send them the discount code, and more than likely, they will come. Now, the next thing you want to do is you do want to start promoting on social media. No, we don't own social media, but we all know social media is very important. And even though we have seen some of these platforms go away, not all of them are going to go away. A lot of them probably are going to be here to stay. So, do you need to have a presence on every single one? Yes. But do you need to be active on every single one? No. Unless you have a whole social media team, especially if you're beginning, I can tell you right now, you're going to be totally overwhelmed and you're not going to be able to keep up on every single platform. But what you can do is have your name and your little real estate on that platform so that even if you're not creating content for it, nobody else can be taking your name and creating content under it. So Silky Saks has a Twitter, an Instagram, a Snapchat, a Pinterest, and even though we're not active on every single platform, I do have them so that nobody else can be doing things under my branding, but I do have 3 that I'm super active on, and that's what I would suggest for you to do, is take 3. Pick 3 that you really feel confident about making content for, and you want to be consistent with those 3s. And I can't stress that enough because you guys, consistency builds trust. People don't spend money with someone they do not trust. If they know and see that you're consistently posting to Instagram every single day, to YouTube twice a week, or whatever it is, then they can trust that whatever it is you're trying to sell, or whatever it is you're talking about, whatever it is bringing, it's probably what you say it is, because they're building that trust with you because they're seeing you consistently. So that's why it's really important to pick 3 platforms that you know you can be consistent with and that you know that you can create content for within these 30 to 90 days. So what are some things that you could create? You can make flat lays. You can do product demos. You can go live demonstrating the product or talking about the product, features about the product, giving tips just about whatever field you're in. If you're doing jewelry, you can talk about how to clean jewelry, how to store it. I'm in the hair business, so I give a lot of tips about how to take care of your wigs and how to take care of your hair underneath your wig. You can do a giveaway. You can do stop motion animation videos if you're good with that. You can show behind the scenes footage. You can show when your packaging is starting to come in, putting packages together, actually making the product if you make it. You can have reviews done if you have family or friends who you had test out your products and use your products. If they like your products, ask them to leave you a review on your Facebook page. You can use quotes or tips, all of these things, but you want to use these things and you want to be consistent and make sure that you're posting every single day on those 3 platforms so that you're starting to build awareness, starting to get people to know that you're here, you're coming, and getting them excited. The next thing you want to do is start networking with influencers. And working with influencers, honey, that is a whole nother video, and maybe we will make one at some point. But you want to start networking, start building that relationship. So there are influencers pretty much in every field you can think of. You want to get to know which influencers are in your field, and you want to just start building a relationship with them. Start following them. Maybe you repost their stuff. Maybe you comment underneath their videos if they're here on YouTube. Maybe you send them a DM on Instagram that you really, really, really love their content and the things that they're creating, but you want to start building a relationship with them so that at some point you can actually pitch them to maybe work with them, and maybe they can do a review of your product or a video of your product. Now, like I said, this is a whole nother thing. So this is a video, and if you guys want, you can let me know in the comments. I will do a video on talking about how to work with influencers, because you may need, depending on how big your influencer is, you may have to have some money or budget to work with them. Some people will do reviews and things for free. It just depends. But that is why you need to spend the 30 to 90 days getting to know these influencers, getting to find out, are they willing to do it for free? Will they charge you? What is your budget like? But you want to start cultivating a relationship, because it's really important, especially nowadays when you're selling online, to have reviews and have other people talking about your products. A study was done, and most people don't buy from companies that they don't have any reviews on or that they haven't seen anyone talk about. So when they're coming to your page, it is good to have and good to see that other people have used your products, because that builds trust. Because I can tell you how great my products are, but of course I'm going to say how great my products are. People want to see what other people who don't have anything to gain from talking about how great your products are, how great your products really are. So you want to just take this time to start engaging and start building a relationship with an influencer. And then if you have the time within that 30 to 90 days, if you have the budget, or if they're willing to do it for free, then you want to work out those details and definitely get that content going and get it created. Now, another thing that you can do to help with launching your website is we all like press, and we all want to see what other people have to say, especially blogs, magazines, etc. And I'll be honest, in the beginning, it's kind of hard to get press for your company and for your business. It can be done, but it's not easy. But here's a first step that you can do. You can sign up for HARO, that is Help a Reporter Out. It is free. I will put the link to it down in the description box. And what it is you sign up for it as a business, and it'll ask you what category you're in, and then what will happen is when different reporters, different magazines, blogs, etc., when they're looking for a particular product or for a particular thing, they go on this website and they put up there, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm looking for hair products to review for the summertime. If you think your product is good, pitch it, and they'll give you their information. And then you just take that information and you pitch it. And I have known a lot of people who have gotten features in magazines for their business from doing this process, because PR is really important, and sometimes, especially in the beginning, you can't afford to hire somebody who can do PR. Now, if you can hire someone to do PR, I definitely think it is worth it. But if you don't, you're just starting out, then Help a Reporter Out is a great website. And now I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to bombard you with a ton of emails, but it is a great way for you to get some press for your launch and for your products before it comes out. And the last thing that you want to do before you launch is set up your Google Analytics and set up your Google Alerts. So Google Analytics breaks down all the analytics for people who are coming to visit your website. So you definitely want to have that down, because as your business grows and as things go on, those analytics are going to help you find out who your target customer are. So it'll take the information to see from what area or what part of the world that people are coming onto your website. Are they majority female or are they majority male? What's their age? And all those things can be compiled to help you later on as you're building your business to know who exactly your customer is and how you should speak to them, what kind of things that you should be doing. So you definitely want to have your Google Analytics set up so that you can start capturing that type of information. And then the other thing you want to have is your Google Alerts. So you go in to set up your Google Alerts and you can put in the name of your company, the name of your business, and when someone is talking about that in an article or anything, then Google will email you an alert and it will show you what people are saying about your product, what people are saying about your business. So if you get lucky and somebody finds your product and they want to write about it in a lore, or they want to tweet about it, or they're showing you something about it, then you will get that alert to know. And you always want to use that to help promote your products. You can turn all those kind of things into content to promote your products. So you can always Google or watch videos. There's a ton of stuff out here how to set up Google Analytics and set up Google Alerts, but you definitely want to get that done. So these would be my tips of things that you should be doing for the 30 to 90 days. I hope that this helped you launch your website. Of course, this is not the only way to launch your website. There are other things that you can be doing. So if you have something that you did to launch your website, please share down in the comments below. I'm sure that we would all love and appreciate it, because one thing I've learned about business, no matter how long you have done it, you can always be learning. You can always be picking up something new. So make sure that you share. And then if this helped you, please let me know in the comments below. If you also have another idea, another question, or something that you want me to try to talk about or tackle, I will do my best to do that. I thank you so much for watching. So if you like this video, if you made it this far, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you'll be notified when we drop our next video in the Boss Up series. Like I said, we come to you every Monday and it is free, so why not? Thank you so much for watching, and remember, better care is better wear. Of course, this is not the only